No Wi-Fi, no problem. This list is for you, and I will start off with Cappadocians. I think this is the first open world game where we can actually enter every single building, unlike many other open world games where we can only enter some of it. The world is surprisingly huge with lots of NPCs. Despite all of that, there is not much content. The buildings look very identical, the combat is basic. Still, the game still gets updated, so I hope there could be more content in the future. Now, the Rocket. This game is pretty tough, although the levels can be beaten in short time. The controls are hard and it could take a bit of time to get used to the controls. There are plenty of levels, and if you like challenges, then try to beat all of the levels with the least amount of fail as you can. Super Onion Boy. In terms of gameplay, this game is very similar to Super Mario games. The difference is that there are 5 stars on each level, all of which are hidden, and you must find all of them. There is also Super Onion Boy 2 with improved game mechanics, but that game isn't free. Dead Adventure. Dead Adventure is a platformer game with a mix of hack and slash. You play as the Reaper, a ghost, and you must kill the enemies and pass through the level. You are not limited to just a side though. Instead, there are many other weapons, each with different attacks. The game is still on early access, but it's still worth checking out. Alien World RPG Survival. This game is more like an open world shooting game, where you must find the ship parts around the planets in order to repair the ship to escape. The gameplay is just simple, the enemies are a little bit tough to kill, but they can drop ammo that can be used to shoot the boss. The game serves no purpose, however, as there is just nothing to buy. Maybe there could be more updates with new content, but overall, decent game. Tennis Jam returns. This is a tennis game with somewhat complex but easy to understand gameplay. To unlock more content and more tennis characters, you have to play Career Mode first. Career Mode features daily challenges with rewards that can be used to upgrade your custom character as well as unlock more content. This game is overall solid. Clean It. Clean It is a casual game where you could be cleaning the restaurant. You can earn the money from cleaning a ghost and spend it to hire more cleaners, upgrade, and expand the restaurant. This game is pretty addictive. The cleaners can make cleaning a lot easier, but they are not fast enough to clean everything, so it is entirely up to you to manage and clean the ball. Backpack Brawl. This is a strategy game where you must be as powerful as possible using limited inventory. Between each level, win or lose. You can spend the gold to buy equipment and even the extra backpack to expand your inventory and get even more equipment. And you can also combine the equipment to boost your character even further. Super Soccer Jams classes. Yes, there are also the newest version like 22 or 19, but what I like about this one the most is that this game has no microtransactions at all. The game is completely free with lots of modes, and you can even create your own team as well as edit the other team's stats. Dash Heroes. The gameplay is very simple. You just swipe the direction and they will dash into the world of that direction. But the game itself is very challenging with 4 game modes in total. The main mode is arcade, where you must reach the top and get the highest scores possible, while the quarter below is trying to get you. You really need to be fast in this game if you want to beat the game. The game is that intense. The Banner Planet. The Banner Planet is a point-and-click game where you play as the astronaut who must find her way home from a planet after an accident. The game features fully voiced dialogue, stunning pixel art that looks like a high-quality PC game. Keep in mind that the game is free, but you get to pay a few bucks to unlock the entire game though.
I can use the edge to pry it out. Very curious.
Buried Bonds 2. This is a turn-based RPG game where you control a dead ghost and take it into the dungeon to fight through the enemies. The game is unique in terms of gameplay mechanics. You have 5 skills, but you have limited use. But you can replace with other skills found along the way. The game also allows you to combine the characters the way you think is the best with tons of options and builds. John Mambo. John Mambo is a shoot-'em-up game where you could be single-handedly destroying enemies. You are not invisible though, you only have a few lives, and the enemies can hit you by surprise. The graphics are great and colorful, but the sprites are just so small that it could sometimes make you lose track of where you are. The gameplay is satisfying, the enemies are challenging but also beatable, and overall pretty cool game. New York Story. This is a life simulator game with insane amount of choice and careers that you can choose. The game has objectives that you can complete for rewards, but they are optional and you can live the way you want in this game. You can meet with other people, work, sleep, eat, etc. There are just so many things to do that you might get addicted really quick. Rookie Reaper. This is an open-world RPG game where you control a Reaper. On his quest to collect the corrupted enemy's soul. The soul can then be used to upgrade your Reaper as well as buying items. You may have to pay money to unlock the rest of the game, but the game offers half of the game. which should be more than enough to keep you engaged for a while before buying. Guardians Unite the Realms. This is a relaxing game where you can fight the bears and send them to battle to protect the earth. Not only that, this game actually encourages you to improve yourself with a feature called Adventure, where you can get the reward by doing in real life things like walking outside, doing push-ups, etc. So overall, if you like an entertaining game but also want to make yourself better, then this game is for you. Legend Fighter Mortal Battle. This is a fighting game that is similar to many other mobile fighting games like Mortal Kombat, Skullgirls, or Marvel Contest of Champions. But this game can be played completely offline. The game is still in beta with only more than 20 characters and campaign. But this game is overall solid and has potential. Westy West Cowboys. The movement in this game, in my opinion, is very similar to Crossy Road. Only in this game, you choose the enemies instead of avoiding vehicles. Before starting the game, you get to choose between 3 kinds of weapons: pistol, rifle, and melee. And you can also upgrade the weapons. This game is very easy to buy, so you can get the upgrade in no time. Wild Flame the Hunter. Wild Flame is an open world RPG game with gameplay that is pretty similar to the Legend of Zelda series, with a huge open world, weapons with limited durability, stamina, etc. Even though the game is new, the game feels like a completed game already, and the game is free, so you should definitely try this one out. Wrath of Gilgan. I think this game is inspired by the Dynasty Warrior series, where you will never fight alone. The game puts you into large-scale battles with hundreds of enemies simultaneously, but also hundreds of troops who will help you in combat. Not only you can upgrade your characters, but you can also upgrade your troops. The game is still in early access, but the game already feels completed with a variety of modes and upgrade system.